Looks like I can practice horse stance here. Yeah, I'll give it a shot.
Hi, what's good, people? So just to follow up on Shenmue 3 and the fact that it is to be released in 7 days or so. So the countdown begins. But I wanted to touch on the actual fighting element of Shenmue 3 and my expectations for the fighting and what I'm hoping to expect. So as some of you may know, I am alright at Mortal Kombat. I love the Mortal Kombat game. But in terms of my style, I really like characters that have parries and cancels. Those are two things that I like in characters that I like to play with. So for instance, Jade in Mortal Kombat 11, she has parries, she has a parry and a cancel. Love it. Kitana, she has cancels. Love it. Melina MKX, she has cancels. Love it. That is one of the things that I really like with my characters because it just fits my style really well. Johnny Cage, parries and cancels. So with Ryu in Shenmue 3, I hope he has adopted the same kind of fighting elements that he did in Shenmue 1 and 2. I'm going to show some examples of what I mean by this. For instance, he has a parry where he kind of throws you from doing his parry or does like a 1-inch punch. So I'm really hoping that is still in this game because I know the 1-inch punch is in Shenmue 3, but I'm not 100% sure if you can incorporate it with a parry of some kind. Now, as I mentioned in my last long Shenmue 3 video regarding the additions, go check that video out if you haven't, and also like this video as well if you like the content. It says for the backers edition that I'm to receive, or that we're to receive if you was a Kickstarter backer, you get the advanced technique scroll. Now I like the fact that it is a move that is added onto Ryo in game that you can only get through being a backer, but I really hope that it's some kind of parry or it's a move that can be cancelable because again, that's what I like in my characters. But if you pay a bit more for the more higher valued editions of the game, you also can get an arcane technique scroll. Now the moves come in scrolls. You get a scroll in Shenmue, you read and learn from the scroll, and that's how you do the moves in the game to add to your moveset. Now I don't know what that move is, but I'm hoping you can still unlock that through the game itself anyway, because I'm pretty adept, I'm pretty good when it comes to fighting games such as, you know, Mortal Kombat for instance, but I also love Dead or Alive 5. So I think I'm gonna, in a lead up to Shenmue 3, I'm gonna start playing Dead or Alive 5 as Akira, because Akira Yuki was pretty much, well, Ryu was pretty much based on Akira Yuki from Virtual Fighter series. So I think that'll be great practice and it'll be a good build up to the game when it releases in a week or so time, because I wouldn't want to play Shenmue 1 and 2 and then go into Shenmue 3 because I remember playing Shenmue 1 and 2 so much that I kind of know it back to front, and we're in 2019, I can't go back to playing Shenmue 1 and 2. So I think this will be a cool way for, you know, me and for us to build up into going into Shenmue 3 when it is launched. So yeah, I just wanted to ask you guys what your expectations are for the combat system and what you're hoping to expect. So as I said, I'm hoping for cancels, moves that you can cancel out of and mix into other moves, and also parries, because that's just my style. And another thing is like unlocking the moves in the game. I mean, I'm gonna try and play the game on its hardest difficulty, if not the difficulty just below the hardest, because that'll be more of a challenge for me. And you know, people know how I am when it comes to MK11. I'm pretty good. So when it comes to this, it will be just the same, because in Shenmue 1 and 2, it's more so trial and error. If you are up against a foe that is really difficult to defeat, 9 times out of 10, by your third attempt, well, by my third attempt, I would have beaten them, because figuring out the AI isn't that's difficult at times. But I'm sure there's gonna be hurdles and whatnot in this game, and more difficult enemies to come up against, especially if you haven't got the moveset or the scrolls, or have built up the levels of your moves to make them powerful enough to defeat enemies as well. For instance, as well, what I wanted to mention is Akira from Virtual Fighter, which Ryo is kind of based on. He has two moves that I hope Ryo has in this game, which Akira has, which is the Tensutai and the Shoutai. I hope those moves are unlockable for Ryo in Shenmue 3, because those moves are cancelable. And I'm gonna play Dead or Alive 5, and I'm gonna do all kinds of moves and whatnot, which Ryo will pretty much have, because they have the same fighting style anyway. That's pretty much it. I'm really excited and looking forward to when this game launches. I will do an unboxing of the game, whether I keep it or not, because as I said, I might trade it in so that I can get the other retail version, which I think is better. And you know, one really good thing about Shenmue is that it has elements of an arcadey feel to parts of the game, which is what makes it really good, really fun, and a special game to us gamers. So yeah, my question to you guys: what do you think of the fighting system? What are you expecting from the fighting system, and what are your hopes in terms of the combat in the game? Let me know in the comments, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.